So, I'm actually out on a ride with DBBR for I don't know if you guys are familiar with that with their rides, but I got back late night. I think I was back home by about 2:30, and then DBBR had a meetup at around 5:30 in the morning. So it's been a long night, but an exciting night. But this is where we are. If you don't know about DBBR, I'll share a link below. Delhi Bikers Breakfast run by Joshua John. Great guy. If you've met him, you're one of the lucky few. But if you haven't, I'm going to suggest that you attend one of these rides. You get to meet a lot of great people. They have so many stories to share, and it's just a wonderful experience and all. And obviously you get to meet Josh as well. One thing about DBBR, look at the line ahead. I think they're probably close to about 150 to about 170 bikers this morning. People from different walks of life. You've got people with different bikes. I mean, that's a beautiful BSA. That's an Enfield done, customized Enfield. We're just scared parts don't fall along the way, but I kind of like the design. So DBBR, these guys usually meet up in Southex Part 2, the main market area. They usually assemble at around 5:30. Winter timings are different, so subscribe to their page on Facebook. Again, I'll leave the link below. And they usually ride to a close by destination. It's Delhi Bikers Breakfast Run. So essentially they'll head out for breakfast twice a month, which is usually on Saturdays. And that's it. They'll meet, greet. Their motto is ride, respect, and relax. And I think it's a phenomenal way to start the weekend. With me this morning is I'm introducing someone new, Vicky. He's actually my gym trainer. I got him to join me this morning just to make sure I don't have anything wrong for breakfast. No, I'm just kidding. Kawasaki Z800, KTM's, there's a Harley in front, Enfields, you name it, and you'll see the bike out here. This morning there's also, they've made it a bit special. They're off to Damdama Lake this morning. There's a resort next to Damdama Lake called Botanics Resort, if that's how you pronounce it. And over there, the Ducati has set up a stall to showcase the 959. So it should be quite a treat. They've got breakfast waiting. They'll have spark plug talks, essentially people sharing stories, and then I think they are going to end up with throwing each other into a swimming pool. So overall, a lot of fun. Unfortunately, you may not get to see any of that because I won't be joining them on that run. I've got prior commitments that I need to. But I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows about DBBR, and you get an opportunity to come and ride with them sometime. The last time I was riding with DBBR, it was I think the 23rd of this month. Not 23rd, sorry, I think it was a couple of Saturdays back. And this was the only Himalayan back then. And within a span of, I guess, 2 or 3 weeks, I think there were 3 Himalayans today. So that's a good, there's something good happening. I was with a bunch of guys last night. who I just happened to come across through Team BHP, if you're familiar with that. Great bunch to hang out with, and we were discussing, sharing stories. We were riding each other's bikes. I'd taken the Himalayan along yesterday, and there were a couple of other guys. One had bought a Honda 650. There was someone on a Ninja 650. A couple of KTM's, and they overall, I think they all like the feel of the Himalayan. I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of them go and pick them up a couple of months down the line. I think if you're a tourer, if you like to travel and you don't want to be bothered about the fact that there are just bad roads, good roads, accessible points, get one of these. I think someone made a comment last night and said, what did he say? 1.7 में टाइगर के मज़े, ट्रायम्फ टाइगर के मज़े. Brilliant. This is another thing that I really like about this group. They're pretty strict about being structured when you're riding, which sometimes when you don't know the other rider, when you haven't met the other rider, you don't know his riding style, it's probably a good idea to ride in a structured way. I've experienced this before in smaller groups, larger groups. The energy, especially if you're riding big bikes, there is so much of energy while riding. People tend to speed, and that's when mishaps take place. I think when you don't know people, structure it out, have a good safe ride, and get back home. Okay, now I'm missing my bike. I wouldn't be surprised if I went back home, parked the Himalayan, and picked up my bike next. I run a little marketing campaign for my friend Vicky here. He's a trainer at the gym I attend. I work out at, sorry, and does a pretty great job. He's transforming me into, well, not Hulk, but into a thinner individual, a more aerodynamic individual, so to speak. And I think if there are people out there that are looking out for personal training, give me a shout out. I'll send you his details. Very good trainer. Look at this BSA. Isn't that a sweet ride? Look at that. The next stop after Southex is going to be the toll over there, and I think they're going to catch up with the Gurgaon group. So there are two groups. There was one at Southex and there's one at Gurgaon, and those guys they don't travel all the distance all the way to Southex. They just meet up over here and then they just join along the way. This morning they've got a couple of different riders they've got someone who came in from Chandigarh. There was a lady that came in from Chandigarh. There was someone who's ridden from Meerut. There was a Spanish lady. Forgive me, I don't remember her name. She's riding a Ducati Scrambler up ahead. And there's another gentleman, a foreigner, who's riding another Ducati Scrambler. I think his name's Daniel. I feel like a painting with people stopping looking at me. That's what the Himalayan has actually done over the past couple of weeks. Cars, superbikes, scooters, people sticking their head out of auto rickshaws, buses. They all get out and stare. They want to know what the heck is this. And then they see Royal Enfield written at the side and it puzzles them even more. I guess over time it'll lose its charm to the people who don't know. But for now, I'm enjoying the moment. These guys that you keep seeing running across the side, they are volunteers. They've been with DBBR for a while, and they help manage the group by keeping the traffic that side, as well as keeping everybody in a 2x2 format. Very helpful guys. Big shout out to them. Unconditional support. Here we are, gentlemen and ladies, if you are listening. This is where, I don't know if you can make it over there, but that's the Gurgaon gang ready to join the group behind us. And it's just, and that's it. They just continue riding as a group. There's no stopping. Just FYI. Well, I'm going to sign off now. The ride's going to continue all the way to Damdam Lake. Like I said, I won't be traveling with them today, but I hope to get you I hope to cover another event, maybe another time. I hope you enjoyed this long video. And again, I'll leave the link below for DBBR. Subscribe, join them, come in for their rides. They're a great bunch. Have a safe one, guys. Adios.